Shalom, back with part 3, right? The Doctrine of Life. I said I was going to take you to a precept to show you false prophets. That's in Romans. Let's go there. All right, let's go there. So the Romans, right, 16 and 17. Okay. Give an example of that. See. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, see, contrary to the doctrine, okay, which ye have learned, and avoid them, okay? You understand? So if you're going to teach, you have to teach rightfully dividing the word of truth, people. I'll take you to a precept in a minute about that. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua the Mashiach, but fill their own, but they're about their own belly. All right, in other words, their own thoughts, their own opinions. They're coming up with their own doctrines. Okay? And so they're not teaching you the doctrine. Okay? They're giving you falsehood. All right? And they're about good words and fair speeches, and they deceive the hearts of the simple-minded. But anyway, what I said I was going to take you to. Give me a minute. Yeah. All right. About rightfully dividing the word of truth. What does it say here in 2 Timothy 2:15? Study to show thyself approved. Unto who? Unto the whole world? Unto all 18 nations? No. Unto the Most High, people. You understand? How do you worship the Lord? In spirit and in truth. You can't fake this stuff. You can't think that, you're going to come into faking the knowledge, and then you're going to go out there and street teach or think you're going to make videos. It doesn't work like that, people. I mean, you're going to be challenged, okay? So you're going to be exposed. You understand? If you don't know these scriptures, you're going to look very, very stupid, very ignorant. Okay? And obviously you're not a teacher. So study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not be ashamed. And again, that's never taking your hand off the plow. As you read in, what is that, Luke 9:62? Because anybody who takes his hand off the plow, and goes back into the world, you were in, and then, you were never really part of the elect. Okay, and so anyone who does is unfit for the kingdom, as it says there in Luke 9:62. All right, so rightfully dividing the word of truth. How's that done? Through the precepts. So again, you're commanded to know the precepts. That's part of your work. You've got to get into the etymology of words in the Hebrew, the Greek, the Latin. You're dealing with allegories, which is symbolism. You're dealing with the parables, the prophecies, the dark sayings. Okay, you've got to break them down, and you've got to rightfully break them down. And what helps you do that are your precepts. All right, you understand? Again, it's like a puzzle. Okay, and what you're doing is putting the pieces together, and those pieces are your precepts. Okay, and eventually, the smoke clears, and now you have clarity, and you have understanding, all right? You can see it as clear as day, all right? All right, see what? The doctrine of life. All right, we'll be right back with part 4 to close out. Shalom.